Hi, here I am outside of Mangshi city in the Mangshi Valley here in Dehong. I just wanted to show you around here a little bit. So up there is Peacock Lake. That's the main water catchment area and one of two main sources of water for the Mangshi Valley, which is largely an agricultural region. So anyway, the water flows down from Peacock Lake and it comes down here. And then it flows down through here. This is a hydroelectricity plant. So the water flows down from the lake, spins turbines. This hydroelectric station has been here, gosh, for decades. I think maybe even since the 1950s, although a lot of the equipment has been modernized in the meantime. So there's people working inside, so we won't go in there. And then the electricity that is generated goes to the outlying towns and villages of the Mangshi Valley, and also helps to power a lot of the outlying neighbourhoods of Mangshi city itself. In the past, this was a dunway, like a socialised work unit, and as you might know, the dunways always provided free housing for their workers as well. The housing is still here and people still live here, but many of the people have moved to the nearby villages and stuff. So these are some of the buildings here. So people live here and they keep chickens and grow fruit and vegetables and stuff like that. And so all around the outskirts of Mangshi you'll find hydroelectric stations like this, which spin turbines with water from either Peacock Lake or the Mangshi River. And this is a very important part of the electricity grid here. 80% of Dehong's power comes from hydroelectric stations like this, or from geothermal energy, down towards Fapa, that sort of way on the other side of the valley. There's a lot of geothermal energy being generated from underground sources. And yeah, this is big part of the electric grid here. Many of the smaller places in China, not just here in Dehong, but all over China, derive their power not from, from oil or gas. Chinese oil and gas deposits really weren't exploited until the 1960s, and it really didn't become part of the Chinese grid for a long time. And a lot of places, particularly rural places all over China, rely on sources like this for the majority of their power. Did, and many places still do. And this isn't a recent green development. This is something that's been happening since China first industrialized, or modernized it all, in the early 1950s. And it's quite an elegant solution because water flows downhill. That's what it does. And if you could use that natural process to spin turbines, it really solves a big problem, that you need electricity but you don't have oil or gas. How do you do it? You spin turbines with water.